Good evening, everyone. The time here is 10 o'clock, Saturday, June 13. I just finished having screening or interview buyers and buyers mandate offline. And there were one buyer asking the price of gold based on LBMA. Actually, he is not really a buyer because he doesn't understand. He thinks that he can buy gold via LBMA. Now, dear buyer, if you're watching, okay, please comprehend. I am not here to teach you guys, okay? Just a minute. Okay. I'm just reading some of the inquiry. Okay. All right. Okay. I just finished having a conference since this morning. Today is Saturday, and when someone come on Skype and WhatsApp, I consider you guys as very important, but you are not really paying attention. Now, somebody asked me, what is my position? My position is very clear. If you read the full corporate offer, I am an extension virtual digital office of the seller. Okay? I am the one who handles sales and marketing. The seller authorized me to handle. And my job, there is a cost. Now, Mr. Buyer, if you are watching me, but I'm not going to mention this name, this guy. Okay? I'm going to educate you at the same time. Brokers have no idea what you are doing. You've been roaming around chasing and looking for supplier, and you've been talking to a lot of middlemen, and you failed. Now, this was the the person who contacted me, and he said his buyer is a big buyer. Okay, his name is James Robert. Okay, James Robert is a broker. He doesn't show his face, just only a gold picture. I can sense that he is a broker. That's fine. That is really business, but you are not really, guys, understanding the quality of the buyer's needs. Now it says here, he inquired that he has a big buyer, big appetite buyer, looking to buy gold, 100 metric ton. I don't believe this. I don't believe that the buyer is looking 100 metric tons. Even one seller cannot produce 100 metric tons. So this buyer, he is going to buy gold bullion. Now he's using a broker, that the broker floating around. Now gold bullion is already refined. There is a serial number. There's a stamp that 99.99. So you can buy that gold bullion to the refinery or the central bank. So you only buy a serial number. Now, my seller who produced gold direct from the mines, it is unrefined. So the price of gold today, I'll just go on the world market so that you guys understand as well. Okay, just bear with me. Okay. There's no such broker explaining about. I am here to help the buyer so that the buyer would not be duped, because I'm sure the buyer has been duped many times because you're looking for cheap price. Now, the price of gold today is 55,628.99. Yesterday or last night, because we have a time difference in Australia, we are now on the evening, 10 o'clock. So that's why my online office open from 8 o'clock onward, which is midnight. On the daytime, I receive interview because my email is full junk, and they're inquiring. They're all brokers. So I entertain brokers. I screen them. They have been rejected. Now, excuse me. Last night, my time, the price of gold was 55,200. Now today, 55,628.99. Now we are almost end of 2020. There is a prediction that the gold will turn to, okay, to 1,900 per ounce. Now on per ounce, let's say, because there's a prediction that the price of gold will turn today. The price of gold today is 17, right? So I'm gonna go 17. Okay. 1730.29. 1,730.26, because the price it fluctuates, times 32.15. That is 55,627. So if you are really a buyer or broker, don't depend on me, because I am not a teacher. I put everything because we are going to sell it. We are the seller. If you really watch this full corporate offer, this is my online office. I am explaining. If you come to my online office and you don't pay attention and you're excited and you come to Wilhelmina, it's still the same. And you're asking me, F.C.O. F.C.O is here. Okay, thank you, San Nanda. So you are not really paying attention. Now, this is the price on the refined, 55,627.85. Now, you can buy this to the refinery. The refinery would not sell you cheap price. This is the price, spot price. Now, you are buying unrefined so that you can make it into jewelry. You can make it into, it's in here. I put everything. Okay? You can make it into tablespoon. Okay? You can make it into SIM card. You can make it into different uses. So if you are really a buyer, you should pay attention. Yeah, I am the store. I am online store. I put everything. Now going back to this buyer from Dubai, he's asking LBMA price. Yeah, this is LBMA price. Yeah. This is refined. I searched what is the meaning of LBMA. LBMA means, okay, it's an association between refinery based in London. So the specific specifications of the gold, they buy unrefined, they buy Dore bar, they smelt it. They smelt into gold bullion, and they're gonna smelt into gold coins. So I don't need to explain it. You're a trader, you should know that. If you're a broker, get out. You're just time waster. Yeah. You're just time waster if you don't read, because I've given everything here. Okay. Now, this idiot buyer, excuse my language, he kept on asking me, and I told him, read the full corporate offer and the video. Take time. Listen. Digest it. Did you go to school? My gosh, I went to school, guys. I pay attention to my professor. And you guys, you're just floating around. You're excited. Don't rush, because this is $500,000 your buyer is buying. This is for the buyer, not for the joker. I'm sorry if I'm very blunt. I'm very brutal. That's why people are scared of me. Because I done it purposely. You as the buyer, you've been duped before. And I don't want you to dupe again. Yes. Because there are so many offer online. Even the seller, they will offer you very cheap. But you have no idea what is the rules and regulations of the government. I've been to Africa. That's why I'm sharing you the real procedure. Now going back to this LBMA price, yeah, this is the price. I don't think so you can afford if you're a small buyer. This is the price, spot price. This is the LBMA price. And we are giving you a discount. You are buying unrefined. Right? Now, this buyer that I just finished chatting with him. Okay. Okay, just a minute. This buyer. Yes, I said. Now I'm totally understood your position. You can give us the value of your charges. I only charge my extra to accompany you, to cover my airfare, travel insurance, and hotel accommodation, spending money. That's all. Do you understand what is extra? Which one you like, Mr. Buyer? We give you less 5% because that is the seller will sell you 5% really. Because I'm very kind and generous, I will give you 3% because I already asked my seller that when the buyer come with me, because I do charge my extra service, we have to give the buyer extra 3% in total of 8%. Okay. Now this is the price, okay, LBMA. Now I'm going to give you figures. Less 8% minus 55,000. I'm gonna go back to the world market. Okay, because the price of gold every minute is fluctuate. Okay, 55,628.99 equals. Okay, this is the price of 8%. So, because I am going to be with you in the office, right? After I gather all your vital information, your business registration, your importation license, your passport copy, your bank statement, that you have available fund in your bank account standby. After you read this full corporate offer. Now, Mr. Buyer, please pay attention. Because if I am your professor in university and you don't pay attention, I will give you F. Okay? Now, here is the price of gold today. Our selling price, based on the fluctuation, $50,000. See? 8% is 51. Now I'm giving you $50,000 per kilo. Spot price. Once you send a formal letter, I will review this, the letter of intent of yours. Then I will call you. Dear Mr. Buyer, so and so, I received your letter of intent. Okay, I would like you to send me your business registration to convince that you are a buyer. Because I'm going to call you. I'm going to request to open your camera. I want to see you. You already see Wilhelmina. So, you need to open your camera in order for me to believe that you're a buyer. And don't hide your face. Most of you broker, you hide your face. You're scared. Don't be scared. This is $500,000 that we want to know who is the buyer. Yeah. This is not for you guys if you're just brokering, and you hide your face. This is $500,000. This is $1 million worth of business. This is not a joke business. That is why we are very thorough. That is why the seller hired Wilhelmina. I spend time and money as well. This is business. I'm not going to teach you. I'm not giving you my knowledge. Knowledge is powerful, right? That is why the seller hired Wilhelmina, because the seller is sick and tired as well dealing with you guys. So I'm very blunt, very straightforward, very frank. This is for you so that you will be protected as well. I am here both buyers and seller. I work for you guys and I work for the seller. I am giving you a very good deal. I'm going to negotiate. So my seller say, Wilhelmina, are you working for us or are you working for the buyer? Both. Because I want the buyer to satisfy. I want the buyer to feel comfortable. Right? Because you are going to sign a long-term contract. This is not a short-term contract. We don't sell 1 kilo, 2 kilos. Our minimum order is 20 kilos. So now I'm going to write it down here. Okay? Where's my pen? Okay, where's... Now, the price of gold today, okay, on 8%, 51,000. Okay, my pen doesn't. Okay, where's my pen? I'll get my pencil here. Oh, my pencil is not sharp. Okay. I found my pen. Okay, 51,000. 178.76. Okay? On 8% times 20 kilos. Okay. Times 20. This is the value. If you cannot show me this that you have in your bank account, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe that you have this. Really, to be honest with you, I have to be frank with you. I wouldn't believe it. You're just a time waster. This is $500,000. And this is already $1 million based on the price of 51,000. Now, if you convince Wilhelmina that you are really real buyer for 12 months contract, okay, because you paid my extra service, I might negotiate to my head office to give you 10%. Now, 51,178.76 less 10%, right? Minus again 51,178.76. This is the price I'm giving you. Yeah. If I would be with you. I have the secret on how to soften my seller's heart. Because African seller is very hard to deal with. Now, we give you 10% on long-term contract. 20 kilos. Right. See? 400, this is the price. 46. Okay. Now, just 51,178.76. 51,000. Okay. 178.76. Again. $460,000. Okay, but you have not signed a contract, so do not bank on it, because we base on the world market is spot price, right? So that is the reason why I explain it thoroughly. So don't confuse yourself, Mr. Buyer. Do not confuse, because you have not signed a contract. A minute you sign a contract, whatever the price of the day, it's fixed. It would be fixed. Once I advise my seller, once I give my head office a go that, yeah, let's proceed. So we will send you a confirmation of your order. Yes. Then once you sign it, that is fixed. Whether the price of gold 1,800 per ounce, 1,800 per ounce times 32.15. This could be the price. 57,870 when the price goes up. If the price goes up, you already sign a contract, you're covered, you're fixed. Because I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna ask my seller, let us fix it. So on the second shipment, we will review the pricing. On the first trial, yes, you will get a very good deal. Yes. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand my explanation. If you don't understand my explanation, maybe you didn't go to school. You didn't. You're just only a time waster. We don't deal joker here. We deal the real buyer. That's a very good spender. You're just brokering online. People doesn't like my guts. They hate me. I don't care if you hate my guts. This is very tricky business. My seller works so hard. That's why they hard, because my seller also lost gold and you also lost money. So both of you. That's why they hired an experienced marketing consultant. Yes, I am charging my extra service. I'm not hiding. I'm not. There is no surprises. I will fix it for you when I travel with you. Yes. So if I am not around, believe me, you will fail. I can guarantee you 100%. Because the seller in Africa is really very hard to deal with. So that is the reason why even my seller is scared of me as well. Yes. Because I swear in the office. I do swear. One time there was an issue that my buyer that the delayed the release of the paper because of the payment was being delayed bank to bank. I swear in the office. You know what I have said to my head office? Fuck you all. Yeah. So you don't know this woman. You don't know. So those joker broker blog me. Good luck. Because I don't buy your stupidness. I am here to correct you. Because you are a businessman, you want to get the profit. You want to become instant millionaire. Yes, you will. But you have to have a capital. See here, if you are reading. Yeah. If you don't read, my gosh, don't come to Wilhelmina. Because I already given you. Okay? I've given you all. This stupid buyer from Dubai asking what is LBMA. I said to him, did you go to school? You do the research right now on the global online, go research. What is the meaning of LBMA? I've done my research and I've given you. But you guys are lazy. My gosh, if I am the professor. Yeah. Oh, so another. My gosh. My friend in Dubai was being fucked up by a buyer. Just a moment. Okay. I mentor him. He's a good friend of mine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Papa, madam, charge every day. My gosh. Okay, just a moment. This gentleman is a good friend of mine. He was being fucked up by a buyer in Dubai. So he's upset. So I have to call him. He's a good friend of mine. He's in Dubai. I mentor him. I told him, don't believe on buyers in Dubai. They're all liars. Especially Indian. Okay. He's upset. Every day he called me because I train him. Yeah. He asked me, Madam, can you mentor me? I said, yeah, I don't have any problem with that. He's a special friend of mine. Anyway, he's not picking up. He's just upset. He said, Madam, the buyers in Dubai fucked me up. Oh, shit. He's dealing with the Indian, that's why. I already given him a warning. So, but anyway, guys, go back to this buyer. He's also Indian. In the beginning, he said he's a buyer. Okay. When I read the chat on WhatsApp, I can sense right on there because he's asking LBMA, and I told him go online research what is LBMA. Now, Mr. Buyer, LBMA means okay. I'm gonna have a look. Going back, what is LBMA? Oh, guys, if you don't understand this business, please, this brokering online, this is not for you. We don't deal joker. We deal buyers that can afford to pay. The LBMA is the associations in London. We are in control of the pricing of the gold, which is refined. This is an association since 1980. They are buying gold and refine it into gold bullion. So the specifications of the gold bullion, there is a dimension on every bar. So I should not explain it to you, but I am explaining so that you will understand. Now the purity of the gold, once it's refined, is 99.5. So if you're buying gold from us, it's a Dore bar. So the buyer will bring it to the refinery. We don't care about which refinery you're going to bring it. You bring it to the refinery, they will refine it into gold bullion with the serial number, and they put the stamp code 99.99 with the name of the refinery. So we are selling you a raw material, which is we are giving you a discount. So guys, if you are just brokering and you don't pay attention and you don't do the research and you're excited that you have a buyer, and when you come to Wilhelmina, you're gonna be rejected, believe me. There's another buyer. Okay, his name is James Robert. He asked me that they want to buy 100 metric tons. Oh, I was laughing. There is no way in Africa can supply 100 metric tons in one go. They can supply you, they're gonna mine the gold in their mines, 500, 1,000 kilograms, but they're gonna accumulate. This 100 metric ton is a gold bullion. And he asked me to tell my seller, it says the buyer would not pay any payment, buyer will not give bank guarantee, buyer will not do the prepayment, and the seller will cover the shipping cost and freight tax and charges and bring gold to the refinery in Dubai. What a bullshit, excuse my language. I said to Robert, James Robert, yeah, you're just a bigger. Gold is not a bigger, James Robert. Gold is not for a bigger. That buyer is using him to solicit online. You are all biggers. Seller is not a bigger. Seller is more richer than this buyer because this buyer cannot afford to pay what he's buying. So therefore he's a bigger. I told him, go to the refinery and buy whether the refinery will entertain him. What a waste of time. Now going back to this full corporate offer. Now, Mr. Buyer, once you know this woman, you will be happy. I can guarantee you. But this woman is very tough. Very tough. Can you see the way I talk? I done it purposely because you're all crooks. So as I've said to you guys, gold has many uses. Either you make, gold is a currency, you must remember. Gold is money. Gold is the world asset. Without the reserve in the central bank, the paper money has no value at all. Okay, gold can make into gold coins. I always mention that on every video. Jewelry, tableware, medicine. To make it to medicine. So I am not here to tell you. I'm putting so that when you come to my online store, you would understand what you are buying. And then you ask me, tell your seller to bring it to Dubai and we don't pay upfront. To me, you're really a bullshit. Excuse me. You know, my language is very, very foul. I done it purposely. But once you know Wilhelmina, I'm very, very kind and generous. Most of you guys doesn't like me because you are not a buyer. You're not. A real buyer doesn't talk bullshit. Only bullshit buyer talk too much. Bullshit broker talk too much. And if they reject it, they get angry and scam. You are one of the scammer. If this is the case. Okay, so it is here. Whether you buy gold in Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone, the procedure is all the same. You read, you click on the link. I've given you guys the procedure. This just broker online floating around. They just collecting information, and the buyer would be deceived. Mr. Buyer, if you're watching me, be honest to yourself, right? There's so many offer, 32, 35, 38. That is gross. Okay? In order to attract you, in order to trap you. Okay? So once you're going to be trapped and you arrive on that particular country, the price is no longer a price. There's no longer, I can guarantee you 1,000,000%. So it's better to be upfront. That is why I'm here. This is my online office. I am here to educate you at the same time. Yes, I do charge my extra service. I mentioned that every video. I don't hide anything. So no one is scamming you, no one. That is normal. You have to pay services. That is normal. I charge my seller my services, and I do charge you an extra when I'm going with you. But if you don't want to pay my extra, that is fine. Just send me your business license, okay? I will submit your letter of intent to purchase to my head office, and I will advise my head office, this buyer has been screened by me, let us proceed. And I will monitor your movement on the ground. But if there is an issue, do not come back to Wilhelmina, because I have a record. I mentioned that on every video. If you have an issue on the ground, do not call Wilhelmina. No, I told you that before. I'm too far to fix it. But if I am with you on the ground, yes, I'm very near to fix it. Yes. So I hope you understand my logic here. Now, buying on diamond. This guy, I give him the video and I give him the requirement on how to buy diamond. Now, I'm going to go to this diamond. Okay, just a moment. All right. The procedure of diamond is different. Diamond. Okay. Now, even you're gonna buy diamond in Conakry or Sierra Leone, the KPC would not be given to you unless you pay the stone. So first of all, you saw the video, right, on diamond. You select the stone. Wilhelmina, I watched the video. I want this stone. I want 10 carats, 15 carats, 5 carats, 7 carats, 9 carats. You send it to me. Then I'll send it to the head office that this is your order. So then my head office will have a look. Then our policy is very simple and very clear. So then the seller will give me the sizes and the video and the picture to show that this is available, your order, and the pricing. So then you will receive it. We will require you to submit us your business registration, your importation license, right? Because we have to know who you are. Now, when you arrive, either in Mali or Sierra Leone or whatever, because I would know which seller I'm going to put you on. So then the stone would be inspected at the exporter's office. Because you don't have a license to carry. You're a foreigner. So when you inspect the stone in the head office, you bring your diamond tester. So you're happy with the stone that you order, let's say 20 stone or 15 stone, let's say an example. Then the government will come to the office of the exporter to revalue the stone. Okay, because I was there on the ground. I asked question to the gemologist of the government representative. So then he would look at it, and that gemologist, he will charge the seller of the fee, okay, of the fee, government fee, because he owned the stone. So then the government fee would be added to the price of the stone. So I hope you understand that. Now, you make a down payment to hold on the stone. So then, within that day, you have to transfer the payment bank to bank. Okay, it would take 3 working days to clear your payment because of diamond laundering. Now, so when your payment would be clear, so the receipt will reflect into the seller's bank account. So once your payment would be clear, then that is the time the seller will process the export documentation, the certificate of KPC. So then the Ministry of Mine will say, okay, where is the receipt of payment from the buyer? To reflect that into the exporter's account called cash flow. So most of you has been duped because you were not being explained by the seller. Yeah. So the owner of the stone will use the exporter because there are 2 licensee, the gold licensee export and the diamond export license. So the owner of the stone, he will bring that to the exporter office because I was on the ground. I ask questions, so that's why I need to be with you guys if you want to buy diamond. So then you're gonna stay in Conakry 9 working days. So once your payment will be reflect, then the custom, you will be given a KPC and custom clearance, etc., etc. When you come to me on private, I will give you a really vital information on the KPC that my seller sold previously. I have 3 different sellers. I would know which seller I'm going to put you. Now, recently, there was 2 gentlemen that I'm not going to mention his name, and he likes the stone. And he make a down payment. I was with him. After the inspection, he doesn't want to talk to me. He go behind my back. So he was talking to my seller. That's fine. I said to my seller, it's okay. Because my seller said, Madam, this buyer is giving you a headache. I said, really? This buyer has no money. And this buyer has a lot of stories. He's my fellow Australian. This is a young guy. He's a lot of full stories. And I said to my seller, don't worry, you fix it. He make a down payment, but don't bring the diamond to Dubai without his full payment. It doesn't matter if he's my fellow Australian. So I distance it. Yeah, I'm with him. So he failed. So I told my seller, it's okay, you fix it, and never allow the diamond to bring to Dubai without full payment. So stuck, right? So I say, I keep on talking to my seller, what happened now? So, Madam, they will come back. I said, yeah, they will come back. So I distance it. Now, Mr. Buyer, if I come with you, do not screw me because you will fail. Just like these 2 gentlemen. But without this gentleman knowing, I always say to the seller, it's all right. If the buyer go behind my back, it's okay for me. He come to the office, he saw the stone, he likes it, but he has to pay for it, the whole lot, because this is not C.I.F. Now, these 2 gentlemen that I talk, he couldn't talk to me. He's my fellow Australian, but I'm not going to mention his name. And they wouldn't talk to me. It's all right if people don't want to talk to me, but I'm very wise. Without them, I went to the Department of Mines. What is really necessary information? The Department of Mines was saying to me, without the knowledge of the buyer, if the buyer cannot afford to pay the whole payment, the buyer and the seller will fail. So, failure. So that is the reason why, Mr. Buyer, do not be smart, because I'm smarter than you. I am more experienced than you. You need Wilhelmina to be with you in order for you to assess. Because you know what? When I travel with you, I have to arrive the day before you arrive. I have to do all the questioning. I have to go to the Department of Mines. Hey, I'm here. I'm from Australia. I have a buyer. Tell me what necessary. How long this KPC would process. Something like that. But if you cut corner, I can guarantee 100% you will fail. Exactly this buyer from Dubai, from Ghana. They also screwed me. Can you imagine that? This buyer from Mexico and in Canada, they screwed me. What happened? They failed. So, Mr. Buyer, if you're watching me, please don't cut corner. Don't be excited. Relax. That is why I'm charging you my extra, because I want you to get what you are looking for. But if you are on the ground and then you're excited, because some sellers are also devious. Yes, I can psychologize. I'm very smart watching buyers and sellers in the office. I'm very, very smart. You have no idea. I am more mature than you. I am more than experienced than you. I've been in marketing for bloody 36 years. Buying and selling are exactly the same. Both buyers and sellers are crooks sometimes. Yes, this is a very delicate business. This is a very tricky business. I learn a lot. I am sharing you, Mr. Buyer, because I was being screwed. I was being a victim. And I learned from this bad experience, and I'm sharing with you. Gee, Mr. Buyer, you've been dealing with so many joker broker. One broker, they asked my commission. I said to him, you're extortionist. You are two-tier. He works for the company, huh? And he asked a sidekick, back commission. I said, well, I will give you a commission, but you need to let your buyer return the contract. Yeah, so many brokers, so many brokers. What is the reason why broker and buyers fail? Buyer and seller, too many broker, too many. And the commission, no, Mr. Broker, you will not become instant millionaire. We would like to deal direct to the buyer. That is why I'm the one who introduced this. We call this possession. I'm going to give you my background again, Mr. Buyer, because I mentioned that on every video, but I will reiterate it. In Australia, I sell mobile phone, I sell funeral arrangement, and I sell real estate. I am a top salesperson. Okay, I used to work at Whole Construction in Jimbumba. We're selling house and land package. And nobody believed my guts. We are 43 sales agent. We are only 2 women. And I was the one who introduced shopping center display. And I said to my manager, let's go out from the box. We cannot just sit down waiting for the telephone to ring. Let's go out and introduce the company house and land package no deposit many years ago in Jimbumba. Okay? Every day contract, 5 contracts in 1 week. Okay? And nobody believed it. So I learned from it. So someone from Africa saw my profile. And they hired Wilhelmina because this seller are also illiterate. And they need someone to handle in order for them to continue mining and the production. Wilhelmina is the one, the key. Wilhelmina is the gateway. Wilhelmina is the gateway to open the door for you in order to get the supply. You got my point, Mr. Buyer? So I was the one who put this online because Africa is behind. We are now on the modern technology. Africa is behind. In Australia, everything is online. paying bills, banking online. I don't go out. I just go on my computer, pay my bills. I just order groceries and deliver on my doorstep online. Just just type, and my payment is a card. Swipe, swipe, swipe. In Australia, we are now paperless. We don't carry cash. We don't. Paperless. Swipe, swipe, swipe. I was the one who introduced this. And you guys, you said scam, scam. Bloody hell, you're bloody scammer. Yes, you are. The meaning of scam means you're deceiving yourself asking for C.I.F. You're deceiving yourself asking LC, and you're going to deceive my seller. You will never deceive my seller this time. Never. I'm going to reject you. This is not C.I.F. cost insurance and freight. No. This is not LC. This is not SBLC. This is not escrow. This is not MT799. No. This is F.O.B. cash bank to bank. Take it or leave it. We have the gold. Show me the money. Your bank statement. Simple as that. You understand now, Mr. Bayo? So this is how it works. So Mr. Bayo, if you're watching Wilhelmina, listen to this video and read it. Read, because this is for you. This is not for the joker broker. This is for you, Mr. Bayo. This is not for the joker broker. This joker broker, they're just floating around, soliciting. They come to me, Mr. Bayo. All of the broker, they come to me. Because they couldn't find a seller who is very transparent. Every time that I'm online live, my seller knows it. My seller is watching. At the moment, my seller is watching. And you know my seller was saying, Madam, you're really very, very brave. Very brave. Continue, Madam, because we're losing gold. Last year, my seller lost 450 kilos. In Sierra Leone, my seller lost 20 kilos in the hand of the scrupulous buyer asking C.I.F. 3 years ago, Mr. Camara saw my video on YouTube, and he went to Dubai. And Indian come to Sierra Leone, and he promised that the Indian buyer sign a contract, 25 kilos. And they traveled together in Dubai. And Mr. Camara was distracted by the group of thugs of Indians. There's so many Indians in Dubai. And not all Indians are bad. They're good and bad. And he was being met by the group in the airport and carry 25 kilos, because the Indian and Mr. Camara traveled together. And he was given a soft drinks. And he drinks it. Fell asleep. When he fell asleep, he wake up, the 25 kilos disappear in his room. Can you imagine that? How do I know? The seller saw my video that he said to me, my gosh, I should meet you before. I said, why? I lost 25 kilos in the hand of the buyer. Then another seller, friend of mine, my seller's friend, he went to Dubai as well. He brought 40 kilos, 45. And he was being entertained. Another Indian in the restaurant. His drinks has a poison. Mr. CDB, kaboom, kaput. He's young during the time, I think 3 years ago. He's only 45 years old, almost 50. The children lost the father, the wife lost the husband, just because of this. I don't believe you guys if you cannot convince Wilhelmina. I was in Dubai, you must remember. I interviewed joker buyer. They're all full of bullshit. Yes. And you know, my seller is really happy with me because I'm very tough. I told my seller, from now on, you lost 450 kilos last year. Do not believe on buyers. If the buyer cannot prove that he's a buyer, then don't deal with it. Yeah, don't deal. If the buyer cannot show his bank statement that you have standby money, then we will believe we have the gold. Show us the money. Come with me. That is why I am charging you my extra service, because I can guarantee you, you will not fail. But if you going to cut, just like this two gentleman buying diamond, he saw the diamond, he likes it, and he was talking. What happened? Another Indian. He cannot afford to pay 2 kilos. And his partner cannot afford to pay the hotel. And my seller said, oh, madam, this buyer, they don't have the money. I said, why? He cannot even afford to pay the hotel. And my seller paid the hotel on his partner to return back. I said, my gosh. Guys, if you don't have money, please don't be involved in this business. Do not. You will fail. If you're just asking, promising that, oh, bring to Dubai, we will pay after final asset, it wouldn't work. If you come to me, I'm sorry, guys. This is not for you. This is money you're buying to make money. We don't deal leveraging business. We don't. You have the money, we have the gold. Then you will get the export documentation. You're going to say, send me the F.C.O. The F.C.O. is here on this video. Yeah. If you don't read, too bad. You fail. So you're just a broker. Just like this buyer that he asked me what is the meaning of LBMA. So Mr. Buyer, you're watching me. Okay, I'm gonna greet these people. Michelle Flowers, Amid, thank you for watching. Alahaji Gold Camera, thank you for watching. Henry, thank you for watching. Sanandra, thank you for watching. Divaran, thank you for watching. Salman, thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you for watching my live video. There was an Indian says, an Indonesian, Madam, I need a job. Please help me. There's no job. This is a marketing. This is an advertising. I advertise that we have the supply. So please read it, digest it. Another guy from Bangladesh, he asked money. Oh, these people have no idea. I am not a charity. I am not a Salvation Army. I am not St. Vincent de Paul. This is not for you guys. This is for sale. We are selling. My seller is selling his production. Wilhelmina is the one who put this live. I am a marketing consultant. This is my virtual online office. Put that into your dickhead, please. Because you know my language is really not good. My blood pressure goes up. Because I have so many interviews, they're all joker. Fail. Asking for C.I.F. So they are biggers. If you're asking C.I.F, you're bigger. Why? You don't have the money. You ask for the seller to pay the shipping cost. You ask the seller to pay the insurance. So therefore, you're a bigger. This is not for you. You're buying money to make money. So why are you going to big? Huh? Simple as that. You don't need to big. Isn't it, Michelle? Michelle is watching me. You should not big. You should be proud that you are rich. You can afford to pay the product what you're buying. But if you're gonna tell me we don't pay upfront, let the seller pay the shipping cost, to me you're a bigger. Yeah, you are a bigger. You know, when I was in the city, there was in every country there is a bigger. You're also a bigger online. I went to church. There was a lady and a gentleman on the train station, and he was shivering. And Australian was passing by. I said, oh, my little boy. He said, yes, Johnny, I think he was 17. Why are you shivering? I'm hungry. That was 9 o'clock in the morning because I went to the city on Wednesday. So I pray in church perpetual help because that is my patron. I said, are you hungry? He said, yes. Really? Okay. I'm going to buy you McDonald's. Wait here in the corner. I'll go McDonald's. I will buy you coffee and breakfast. You know what? He was really happy. Then after that, I went to the church, there was an Asian wearing nice suit, and the beggar was begging him outside the church. Asian, I think Chinese, passing by, he doesn't even entertain this beggar. So, my kindness, and I said to this beggar, "You're hungry, are you?" Say, "Yes." "Okay, come with me. I'll buy you lunch. Sit down with me." So I took him to Woolworths, which is underground in the city, and he's really dirty. The security guard approached me and said, "You should not entertain this beggar." I said, "Why?" "This beggar is hungry. And there's a saying, when I'm hungry, you give me to eat. When I'm thirsty, you give me to drink. I am giving this beggar drink." So I reserved my table and I said to the beggar, "Sit down with me." An Australian beside me was really impressed. The woman said, "You have a very good heart." I said, "Yeah, I'm Mrs. Ford. I feel sorry for this. We live once, we die once." I told this old lady having a coffee. And you know what is this old lady Australian? "You have a very big heart." Yes, I'm very tough, but once you know me, believe me, I am very kind and generous. Going back to the discount, I would ask my seller to give you a very good deal. You will get the profit rather than roaming around to broker, because you're going to pay the broker. You are. If you are dealing with so many middlemen, Mr. Buyer, you are entitled to pay that person, because we don't pay double commission. We don't. Whatever the price we're giving you must be stake on the contract. Yes, there is no inflation. We will not inflate the price. What the price that my head office given, and that's it. That is why, Wilhelmina, I'm charging you to accompany you. You pay my extra service. My extra service is peanuts. We will discuss this offline. All right, Mr. Buyer, it's already 11 o'clock. Now, I have to be on Skype and also on WhatsApp. Someone is queuing me. Okay? They wanted to talk to me. Mr. Buyer, once I call you, I would like to request to you to open your camera. Don't hide your face. Because when you hide your face and you don't open your camera, it's a red flag to me. Really. It's a red flag. Just a moment. I'm going to call this gentleman. He's really stressed. I mentor him. He's American. He's a good friend of mine. He's in Dubai. Yeah. Before I'm going to close. So is there any question, Mr. Buyer? Okay. All right. Michelle, thank you very much, Michelle. Michelle Flowers, thank you for watching my live video. Alhaji Gold Camera, thank you very much for watching. Okay. So he's this gentleman in Dubai. He was being screwed. So that's why he sent me a message. He's upset. I give him a warning in the beginning. Yeah, he's dealing with the Indian group of buyers. I told him I don't believe it. Yeah, because I already rejected this Indian. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, I can deal it." Well, you deal it. I can easily detect Mr. Buyer. Mr. Buyer, don't be scared with Wilhelmina. Believe me. Don't be scared, because this is for you. And I know you were being duped before. Welcome to the club. I was scam big time in Ghana. I was. This is the person where is this? Okay. The person 2011. Okay. I was. Whew, okay. I'll just show you. It's nice that you have a bad experience because you learn from bad experience. Okay. This buyer, I thought this buyer has money. 2011. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Everything is recorded, so you cannot muck around with Wilhelmina. Okay, this is the guy. He doesn't have the money. And he only paid 17,000 tax in Ghana, 2011. I think this is the guy. His name is Salwan Kanwar. Okay, and he's a liar. He signed a contract for 20 kilos. Then he bargained. He went to Ghana, but I didn't go to Ghana until 2013. I went to Ghana. I was also screwed in Ghana with Eric Blasco from Mexico. He's a mafia. This is the guy that asking C.I.F. I wasn't there. His name is Salwan Kanwar. Yeah, he's a liar, and he intimidated me. But I'm not scared with intimidation at all because my conscience is clean. This is the one. He purchased 20 kilos, then he reduced it to 10. Then after 10, he reduced it to 5 kilos, the value of 250,000. He only paid $17,000 taxes during the time. I wasn't aware. Yeah, this is the man. So he blocked me, so we're even. I didn't receive any single cents from this stupid guy. So 2013, I traveled. I was paid by the seller because I handled 4 different sellers in Ghana before. That is why I'm sick and tired dealing with Ghana. No matter how I guide them, they're all devious. Sellers are devious. They're illiterate. They live in the village, and Accra is the city. So I disregard Ghana. There's so many sellers said, Madam, I need a buyer. So no, I'm not an agency. Yeah. I only handle buyer that buyer can afford. I only handle seller that I have been to their office. Yeah. And I'm happy with my seller. I'm happy. Because they treated me a special person. And I'm going to treat you as well, Mr. Buyer. Because my seller treated me a special person. The seller needs my services. So they treated me like a queen. And you need my services. So both buyers and seller needs my services. I am not giving you for free. To run an online office is also cost money. So I'm not giving you for free. There is no free in this world. Yeah. To run my online office, it costs money. Electricity, my time, my internet connection, it costs money. And you are sitting in your ass thinking you will get the commission. No, you will not. Madam, teach me. No, I'm not going to teach you. Read. Then when you're ready, you send me a formal letter of intent to purchase. Something like that. So anyway, I think I already explained it to you guys. So don't be scared with this woman. Don't. Wilhelmina has a gold heart. Wilhelmina has a golden heart. I'm just very strict. There's a saying, when you discipline a child, you need to be cruel to be loved. I am very, very strict. That's why my head office called me Mother of Gold, because I'm very strict. This is for you, Mr. Buyer. I don't want you to lose $1 million again, eh? There's so many buyers lose money. And Mr. Buyer, I would like to remind you, we don't entertain buyers already on the ground. We only deal buyer that buyer knows how to introduce, buyer knows how to show his intention. Read the full corporate offer. Everything is in there. Very extensively. Don't rush. I will call you when you're ready. So come on Skype or WhatsApp. So, Madam, I read the full corporate offer, Madam. What would be the next? That's a very good question. Send me a formal letter of intent. Simple as that. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.